Hello, road seekers. Welcome to another episode of Region Rundown. Today, we're slowing down the road to ponder road signs that make drivers and passengers do a double take. We're talking about the wackiest, most bewildering roadside signs around the world. Let's see what these signs are all about, whether they exist just to bluff, are meant to be taken seriously, or perhaps a mix of both. Buckle up, adjust your mirrors, and let's start spotting the signs down the road. Starting off our list at number 10, we have a purely fictional but utterly amusing sign concept: wheelchair alligator. Those wheelchair alligator signs are some of the most delightfully random pieces of roadside weirdness you could imagine. This is a piece of dry Florida humor inventing the potential hazards of venturing too close to swamps and gator-infested waters in a wheelchair. It's a dark comedic advisory about the risks of unattended wheelchair users tumbling uncontrolled down steep inclines, right into the jaws of hungry alligators waiting below in the ponds. While such signs don't actually exist, the idea is so bizarre and funny that it seems almost as if Captain Hook himself could have inspired the design. For those unfamiliar with the prevalence of alligators in Florida, even the notion of these signs can be puzzling and amusing. Next at number 9, we have Squirrels Have Right-of-Way. In the densely wooded areas of Illinois, where roads slice through natural squirrel habitats, these signs serve as a gentle reminder for drivers to remain vigilant and avoid turning those adorable, scatterbrained critters into roadkill. They prompt us to slow down and show respect for even the smallest woodland creatures who are simply trying to live their lives, perhaps in pursuit of a tastier nut on the other side of the road. Why not grant our furry, tree-dwelling friends the same deference as pedestrians, especially when they're undeniably cuter than humans? Unfortunately, not everyone sees the value in these precautions. Some people are dismissive of any animal crossings, focused only on reaching their destinations without delay. However, these whimsical "squirrels have right-of-way" markers serve a crucial role beyond just sporting a squirrel silhouette. They are vital for protecting endangered species like the Franklin's ground squirrel, whose very survival is threatened by ongoing habitat loss. When viewed from this perspective, these seemingly silly signs reveal their true significance, highlighting their role in wildlife conservation. At number 8, we have Families Crossing. These signs carry a weight far beyond your typical San Diego traffic advisory. Designed to warn motorists that immigrants, often with children in tow, might unexpectedly step onto the roadway in certain border areas, they serve as a crucial heads-up to prevent tragic accidents. Yet, if we pause and reflect deeper, these signs reveal the profound struggles underlying the broader immigration crisis. They symbolize the desperation that compels families to undertake perilous journeys across harsh landscapes and uncertain borders in search of a better life. However, not everyone interprets these signs in the same way. Critics have condemned the depiction of shadowy figures on these signs as offensive caricatures, arguing that they dehumanize immigrants, reducing them to the status of animals or vermin. This controversy extends into a heated debate over whether such signs, by cautioning drivers to watch out for pedestrians, inadvertently normalize migrant deaths as a tolerable side effect of stringent border enforcement policies. These yellow markers have thus become focal points of contention, touching on issues of human rights, national security, and our collective conscience as a nation built by immigrants. It was reported that the last of these signs, specifically referring to illegal immigrant crossings in California, was removed in 2017. At number 7, we encounter "This sign is not in use." You might wonder, why install a sign that explicitly declares its own irrelevance? It seems like a big, flashing neon sign pointing to its own uselessness. That's exactly what makes these notices so hilariously absurd. But hold on, are these signs truly nonsensical? Upon closer inspection, these signs do serve a legitimate, albeit somewhat redundant, function. They are used to indicate when an important traffic sign is temporarily turned off or deactivated. They also alert drivers that the road signs following them are not currently in effect or are part of a test run. This raises an intriguing question. How else can we effectively communicate such temporary changes to the public? Sliding into the 6th spot, we have Path to the Nuclear Bunker. At first glance, these signs might provoke a bit of paranoia, possibly mixed with a chuckle. They hark back to the Cold War era, a time rife with fears of a nuclear apocalypse, and were designed to guide potential survivors to safety during a radioactive Armageddon. Their simple, visible, and universally understandable design was meant to be recognized from a great distance by people of all backgrounds. However, as nuclear technology has advanced, the once hopeful optimism these signs represented has significantly dimmed. In today's world, the idea that one could simply hide in a cramped basement with a stash of basic supplies and expect to survive a thermonuclear blast seems almost naive. The harsh reality is that survival in the event of a large-scale nuclear attack would be highly unlikely. Despite this, the signs still hold a profound historical significance. They serve as a reminder of the intense fear that once gripped the public and how deeply fear and the prospect of destruction can cast long, unsettling shadows across generations. Have you been enjoying our list of wacky road signages so far? Leave a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more region rundown videos like this. Back to the list. At number 5 on our list, we find the Beware of Falling Cows signs. While the notion of airborne cows might initially draw a chuckle, the danger they represent is very real for drivers navigating rural, mountainous routes where livestock graze near cliffs. Imagine the potentially deadly hazard of a cow, several hundred pounds heavy, tumbling off a steep embankment and crashing right through your windshield. Although such incidents are rare, they have occurred, providing terrifying spectacles for unsuspecting motorists below. These generally docile animals can become lethal hazards with just one spooked misstep. The scenario might seem far-fetched to those passing by, who may laugh off the warning as too surreal. Yet, a healthy dose of caution in these high pastoral areas could be life-saving. At number 4, we have the speed limit 12.5. These ultra-specific speed limit signs might seem rather ludicrous. What rational traffic engineer would set a speed limit with such precise fractional details? However, that's exactly the point. When ordinary 12 miles per hour signs just blend into the background, unnoticed by daily commuters driving on autopilot, a jarring sign is needed to catch their attention. By introducing this unusual fractional speed limit, it disrupts the monotony and makes drivers take a second look. This clever tactic encourages drivers to think about their speed, especially in sensitive areas like residential neighborhoods, school zones, and near hospitals. Whether these fractional numbers are based on actual calculations or just designed to be eye-catching, the primary aim is to promote safer driving habits. Down to number 3, zombies ahead. Halloween fun to make the usual traffic advisories more festive and attention-grabbing? Sure. Except when entire police forces have to be deployed to investigate suspected zombie outbreaks, it becomes more trick than treat. Take the case in 2018 when Pennsylvania cops responded to a rash of calls about "zombies ahead, run" signs, having to reassure the public there were no actual undead sightings. Or in 2019 when Colorado officials realized their Dublin closed ahead notice had been hacked to read "zombies ahead." A little tongue-in-cheek creativity is all well and good until the authorities and mass hysteria get involved. At number 2, no urinating. Germany uses this sign to prohibit littering in nature by urinating or defecating. What makes this wacky? Well, it should be a basic expectation not to urinate in public spaces to maintain cleanliness and fresh air. It's amusing that such a reminder is necessary through signage. These signs are found in tourist areas to preserve natural landscapes and maintain the sites for everyone's peace and enjoyment. It is advisable to use a public toilet facility whenever one is available before or during your outdoor activity. If that's not possible, bring an empty bottle with you for the times you can't hold it any longer. Finally, at number 1, we have Peeping Toms. These warning signs are not exclusive to any one location. They are spotted globally, from South Africa to the US. Ostensibly, they add a touch of playful humor to the daily maintenance of privacy in compact living spaces, such as toilet rooms. However, these signs also reflect deeper societal attitudes toward privacy and the complexities of sexual harassment. What may initially appear as a harmless graphical joke can inadvertently normalize and perpetuate unsettling behavior. This topic's sensitivity is illustrated by several controversial incidents. For instance, a cafe in Brooklyn found itself compelled to remove its Peeping Tom bathroom signs after facing accusations of promoting rape culture. Similarly, a restaurant in Shanghai faced backlash over using the same troubling graphics. These examples show that sometimes, attempts to lighten the mood around awkward living situations can end up trivializing more serious privacy invasions, doing more harm than good. And that's a wrap. Which sign from the list do you think is perfect for an offbeat photo op? Share your answers below. Don't forget to subscribe to Region Rundown. See you in the next video.